Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Walter Graff with Water Research Foundation. I direct asset management and intelligent water systems research at this organization. So what we'll do here this afternoon, just start off just a quick definition, some observations, intelligent water systems, a couple of projects we're doing right now and how they're fundamental to this work and also to this center we're talking about here too. Then I'll go into a couple platforms. The LYFT platform, which is a joint Water RF WEF venture, which is called Leaders Innovation Forum for Technology. I'll talk some about Water ID, which is a knowledge-based platform, PipeID, which is a modeling platform, and then I'll briefly mention a swim center initiative called SwimED. So, intelligent water systems, we use the definition as a collection of data-driven components helping to operate the data-less physical layer of pipes, pumps, reservoirs, and valves. Intelligent water systems improve the efficiency, longevity, and reliability of the underlying physical water network by better measuring, collecting, analyzing, and acting upon a wide range of network events. We're looking at in this work that we're doing there, we're looking at new strategies and tactics such as reducing service disruption from asset failures, new insights on performance, which can lead to reduced costs and efficiencies. We really want to help the water sector move towards becoming smarter, more intelligent, demonstrate intelligent water systems is a core capability. And then we want to demonstrate how relevant aspects of big data, Internet of Things, advanced analytics will be the backbone of the digital utility. I'll talk just briefly about a couple of initiatives we have going right now. This latest one is the definition of a data-driven utility. Excuse me just a second. How to be a digital utility and a framework for intelligent water systems. So we want to define the basics of being a data-driven utility and look at different factors to consider on the road to becoming an intelligent water system. We want to develop a framework for the fundamental elements necessary to assist utilities become a smart utility at their own pace. We really don't want to, we realize this is a journey, so it's not really a all or nothing effort. We want to identify the pieces, how they fit together, front-end planning instead of ad hoc applications, smart water technologies. And we want to base successful application of IWS approaches and define concepts and systems, looking at culture and management of data sets and other things, and then develop best appropriate practices relevant to each part of the framework. Again, this is really just to lay the foundation for any utility to start making their own way towards becoming a intelligent water system. This project is undertaken by Stantec. They are in the process of getting it ramped up right now. So you can check with me anytime about progress for this, and we put this kind of stuff on our website as well. The second one is called Designing a Sensor Network in Urban Sewershed. This has been a few years in coming. We finally had the RFP issued. We've gotten proposals in. We're going to be evaluating these proposals and expect to announce a selection probably mid-August. We really want to consolidate the results of two phase one projects that we've done previously as a build-up to this, called the Designing Sensor Networks and Locations of Urban Sewershed Scale, where we did surveys and interviews and literature review to help lay the background for this. And then also leveraging other industries, big data management. So again, how current capabilities and state of the knowledge of big data processing and analytics within non-water sector industries can be applied here. The idea behind this is we want to conduct demonstration projects at multiple utilities to demonstrate the efficiency of sensor networks on sewershed, sub-sewershed scales. And then also we really want to we have a large data management component because, as you know, if you don't get your data management straight in any of this stuff, none of it's going to work. You can have all the technologies that you need. If you don't have your data in order, it's not going to work. Data use mapping, database management, again, a extension of that. You know, we want to create methodologies and probably add some frameworks to assist with development of sensor-based networks and data management system to look at new emerging monitoring, metering, analytic technologies, which can be used to not only assess real-time data, but go back and look at historical data and provide support for real-time decision making. We want to document, summarize lessons learned to help our industry going forward. And again, I think this will also play into the concept of this center that we're here today to talk about. So the platforms, I want to talk a little bit about what we have as far as some of the water RF policies here. We have LYFT, which is a platform that we do in conjunction with WEF. It has 4 pieces to it. It's got technology evaluations where, in fact, facility and industry end users share a cost of conducting demonstrations. So a lot of times we have these really expensive technologies that are really early in their development, and we hope to help provide the vendor with demonstration sites so they can trial this and spread the risk out and the cost across several users. Communication, again, which is important in any of this stuff, is how do we communicate among our subscribers. People and policy issue, we want to benchmark how individual utilities accomplish identifying resources and policies needed to implement effective R&D efforts. And then we also have a peer network to provide a mechanism for tech and R&D managers to share experiences, collaborate on innovation. So a quick graphic here of this one is we have a find it, so you discover the most timely and relevant innovation. See it, which is kind of a sponsorship where our subscribers can have some of their trips funded to go actually see technology in action. Try it, evaluate the applicability of the innovation for your context. Do it, implement an implementation within the water business, and share it, sharing the knowledge gained across the sector. So LYFT has a bunch of components. I won't go all into them here. We have a peer network. We have tech scans, LiftLink, a fast water testbed network where we have test beds across the world that collaborate on information. A visualization tool, See It, which, as I mentioned, like the sponsorship to go travel, and then collaborative demonstrations. Next, I just want to show you real quick LiftLink. What this is where we have a evaluation where we take technologies, we have review teams review these technologies, and if they pass the scan, then we put it into a link, what we call LiftLink, which is a database of technologies and needs, and then any projects in there. So it's really a clearinghouse for everything we do in LYFT. Next, I want to talk a little bit about Water ID, because I think Water ID is really going to be a bedrock of the center that Virginia Tech is proposing here. It's a web-based interactive national database for wastewater and drinking water pipelines. I believe now we have a lot of international contributions as well. It's a digital library for case studies, standards, guidelines, manuals of practice, and other relevant materials. This came out of EPA-sponsored Aging Water Infrastructure grant that the former WRF and WaterF were partners on this with EPA, and this knowledge base was developed. It really took off from just being what was Envision originally. It's just a simple Excel type or Access type database into really an interactive forum that's got more than 500 case studies in it on condition assessment, renewal engineering, costs and finance, risk assessment, asset management. We also produced a series of synthesis reports out of these case studies. Again, they are on condition assessment, renewal, asset management practice, subsurface utility engineering, and we have it for not only drinking water, but wastewater components of each of these. The Water ID is also really versatile because of the database structure. The back end is already set up, so when the center, if it is funded and gets going, we'll be able to put our workforce information in there. We'll be able to do any other types of knowledge-based retention that we want to do just by putting a new front-end entrance on it. All the back-end architecture set up, so it's really versatile, and all the intelligent water system work that comes out of this as well is going to be able to be slotted in there for easy access. And again, it's got a lot of different layers of security, so if there's certain proprietary or things that a contributor may not want into the public domain at a completely open level, there's security in there, so maybe public can read all of some things, and it may have utility security and so on. I think there's 7 levels. And it's also searchable by about 6 or 7 different manners as well, so the user can be comfortable with how they look for their material. The next platform is one that's under development now called PipeID. And again, it's a platform for modeling. So we say better data and a better platform and better processes is better water infrastructure asset management. So we have standardized data can be put in there. We have a centralized platform where people can come and put their models in there and experiment how their models work, and then be able to validate and calibrate their models as well. So it's really a one-of-a-kind thing. I believe there's over 500 utilities that have been participating. At the moment, it is drinking water only, but plans are in the works to actually expand it to wastewater as well. So it's Envision is really a living database for advanced asset management that is going to address all the major management levels, including strategic, tactical, and operational levels that can assist utilities to sustain a targeted level of service. Again, it uses standard data structures, integrates data from various sources, run existing models and develop new ones, and then verify and validate the models. So it's really going to be a place that people are going to be able to really have a lot of flexibility in how their modeling goes in the future, and it's quite exciting. And there's, like I said, 500 utilities, and there's a lot of excitement in the industry. So some of the benefits, again, we have the comprehensive standardized data, which is always an important feature because as data is in different forms, you know, not having a if you're short in some area of the data you need for a model, you can go and get some anonymized data to help complete your model. It's going to have external data sets, so utility data can be combined with external data sources such as EPA, USGS, and so on. Data analytics be strategical, general information, and tactical to do the pipe performance analyses, and then operational advanced models and tools. And this will all lead to decision support benefits such as preliminary analysis of standardized utility data and then visualization of GIS web applications for decision support. Finally, I'll just wrap up here with a quick overview of what's called the SWIM-ED program. This is an online certificate program that's been started by the SWIM Center, and we have 7 different modules. We have the framework and implementation, which starts off with fundamental topics, and then advanced topics in water infrastructure asset management, and then implementation plan for water asset management. So again, that's like building your asset management plan. So enabling processes for asset management, these are the next 4 modules that we are getting ready to start. Economics and life cycle cost analysis, advanced practices in data and information for asset management, advanced practices in models and tools, and then performance, sustainability, and resilience for risk management, which will kind of wrap up a lot of these previous modules into helping the asset management practitioner in utilities really get a good foundational support for their asset management program in the utilities. So that is what I have for this afternoon. Again, here's my contact information, and I'm always available through the SWIM Center as well. So thank you very much.